Prepare to confront a profound truth about aging, one that often whispers quietly at first, then shouts with undeniable urgency. It's a truth that many try to ignore, believing it's simply a cosmetic inconvenience or a minor dip in physical prowess. But the insidious loss of muscle mass, particularly in our legs, is far more than an aesthetic concern or a mere dip in strength. It is the very bedrock of your longevity, the silent guardian of your independence, and the irreplaceable foundation of your quality of life as the years accumulate. Think of the quiet dread that can settle in as everyday tasks become just a little harder. The subtle hesitation before climbing a flight of stairs, or the fleeting thought of needing a helping hand where you once stood strong. This isn't just about preserving youth, it's about protecting the essence of who you are, the freedom to move through the world on your own terms. And while common wisdom rightly champions exercise, optimal protein intake, and restorative sleep, what if there was an overlooked yet incredibly potent ally hiding in plain sight? A simple daily ritual that could dramatically fortify your leg strength and amplify your energy as you age. This isn't some ancient myth or passing trend. It's the cutting edge of scientific discovery, powered by extraordinary compounds like polyphenols, catechins, mitochondrial activators, and anti-inflammatory agents, all poised to fundamentally transform the resilience of your aging muscle fibers. Today, we peel back the layers of this fascinating science to reveal the top 3 T's, meticulously chosen based on rigorous research, that hold the key for anyone over 60 yearning to optimize their muscular strength, banish persistent fatigue, and secure their long-term mobility and vibrant independence. Get ready to discover a simple yet revolutionary approach to reclaiming your vitality. The unseen power of your legs. When the conversation turns to extending our lifespan, our minds often gravitate towards familiar metrics: blood pressure readings, cholesterol levels, or the ever-increasing number of candles on a birthday cake. Yet one of the most profoundly insightful, often underestimated biomarkers of how gracefully you are navigating the aging process lies in something far more tangible and immediate: the sheer strength residing in your legs. This isn't merely about maintaining a brisk walking speed or the effortless ability to rise from a chair without relying on your hands, though these are undeniably crucial everyday feats. It's about understanding what leg strength truly signifies at a deeper biological level, a window into your body's intricate internal machinery. You see, the journey of aging isn't just characterized by a general decline in muscle mass. It involves a far more complex erosion of the sophisticated systems that power those muscles. The tireless mitochondria generating cellular energy, the precise neuromuscular junctions transmitting vital signals, and the elaborate hormonal networks that orchestrate muscle contraction, repair, and endurance. Our leg muscles, representing the largest muscle group in the body, are acutely sensitive to these age-related shifts. This sensitivity is precisely why your leg strength offers such a clear, compelling snapshot of your cellular system's overall health and functional integrity. Across numerous long-term studies tracking diverse aging populations, robust leg strength has consistently emerged as a formidable predictor of longevity, often surpassing even grip strength or conventional cardiovascular health markers in its predictive power. Indeed, in many instances, seniors possessing more powerful lower limbs tend to exhibit superior balance, significantly reduced risks of debilitating falls, greater autonomy in their daily lives, and even enhanced cognitive performance. This profound connection exists because leg strength isn't just a measure of physical fitness. It acts as a powerful proxy for something far more fundamental: your metabolic resilience. Every time you walk, ascend a staircase, or even perform the simple act of standing from a seated position, your legs are engaging in more than mere locomotion. They are actively communicating with your brain, your heart, and your entire endocrine system, releasing vital signaling molecules called myokines. These small proteins produced by muscle tissue during contraction act like widespread messengers throughout the body, playing a crucial role in regulating inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, and even fostering neuroplasticity in the brain. In essence, each step you take sends a tiny yet powerful signal to your body, instructing it to remain vibrant and youthful. However, a silent biological truth begins to manifest around the age of 30. Most individuals start to lose muscle mass at an alarming rate of 3 to 5% per decade, a decline that only accelerates precipitously after the age of 60 if proactive interventions aren't implemented. This progressive process, clinically termed sarcopenia, is far from a trivial cosmetic concern. The insidious loss of leg strength is profoundly intertwined with increased insulin resistance, a higher incidence of frailty, and, most critically, a far greater likelihood of forfeiting personal independence. When we look to the revered blue zones, those rare enclaves across the globe where people routinely flourish past the age of 100, a common thread emerges. Exceptional leg function is often preserved well into their 80s and 90s. This remarkable preservation isn't attributed to enigmatic supplements or esoteric exercise routines, but rather to a harmonious blend of consistent daily movement, diets rich in vital nutrients, and a consistent state of low systemic inflammation, all working in concert to keep leg muscles metabolically active and supremely resilient. Beyond the treadmill, the role of tea. So, in a world where exercise is rightly hailed as paramount for muscle health, why would we pivot our focus to something as seemingly unassuming as tea when discussing the crucial topic of leg strength? The answer lies in understanding that while physical activity is undeniably essential, there exist powerful, often overlooked, complementary tools, particularly dietary bioactives, that can profoundly bolster the intricate underlying systems fueling your muscles. The teas we will explore today don't miraculously build muscle on their own. Instead, their magic lies in their ability to perform a suite of critical functions. They dramatically reduce chronic inflammation, supercharge mitochondrial efficiency, and optimize blood flow and glucose utilization within your skeletal muscle fibers. In simpler terms, these teas empower your leg muscles to operate with greater efficiency, endure longer, and recover far more rapidly after exertion. Consider the practical reality for many older adults. The rigorous demands of lifting heavy weights 5 times a week may simply not be feasible or appealing. Yet the gentle daily ritual of brewing and savoring a cup of tea is universally accessible. And when that daily cup is brimming with potent compounds like EGCG, curcumin, or asparagine, these remarkable molecules embark on a profound mission within your body. They subtly modify gene expression, diligently shield your mitochondria from damaging oxidative stress, and precisely modulate key cellular signaling pathways such as AMPK and mTOR. Over sustained periods, this consistent cellular support translates into a far more effective and robust preservation of muscle mass and function. Let's not overlook the critical role of blood circulation. As we age, the delicate network of capillaries that supply our muscles with life-giving oxygen and essential nutrients often begins to degrade, leading to diminished performance and accelerated fatigue. Poor circulation in the lower limbs isn't just uncomfortable. It can manifest as debilitating cramps, persistent weakness, or even insidious nerve damage. However, certain polyphenols abundant in teas like ginger, turmeric, and green tea have been scientifically shown to support endothelial function, the health and vitality of the inner lining of your blood vessels. By enhancing the production of nitric oxide and reducing arterial stiffness, these powerful compounds act as guardians, ensuring that your leg muscles consistently receive the precise oxygen and glucose they desperately need during activity. There's also the often understated matter of balance and coordination, faculties that rely profoundly on robust lower limb strength. A resilient set of quadriceps and strong calves can magnificently compensate for the natural, age-related declines in vestibular function or proprioception, both critical senses that govern stability and spatial awareness. This fundamental truth explains why older adults with weakened legs are statistically far more susceptible to experiencing falls, and tragically, why those falls are far more likely to culminate in catastrophic injuries. A fractured hip at 70, for instance, can curtail a lifespan more dramatically than many chronic diseases. But here's a deeply encouraging truth: it is truly never too late to intervene. Muscle stands as one of the most remarkably plastic and adaptable tissues in the human body. Even individuals in their 70s or 80s can astonishingly rebuild significant leg strength through consistent, moderate resistance training and strategically optimized nutrition, and by thoughtfully incorporating teas that diligently reduce inflammation and bolster muscle energetics, you profoundly amplify your body's inherent capacity to adapt, recover, and regenerate. Therefore, when we assert that leg strength serves as a quintessential biomarker of healthy aging, we mean it in the most literal and comprehensive sense. It provides an eloquent narrative of your mitochondrial function, eloquently reflects your intricate hormonal balance, transparently reveals your inflammatory status, accurately mirrors your neurological integrity, and even astutely predicts your inherent risk of chronic disease. More crucially, it powerfully foretells your capacity to live independently, to move freely without reliance on assistance, and to engage vibrantly with the world entirely on your own terms. In the sophisticated environment of my laboratory, our unwavering focus is on identifying and understanding molecules capable of delaying the very hallmarks of aging: the relentless march of DNA damage, the inevitable decline of mitochondrial function, and the exhaustion of stem cell reserves. Yet, you do not require a pharmaceutical breakthrough or a complex regimen to commence moving in the right direction. Often, the profound journey begins with something as elegantly simple as what you choose to put into your cup, and every confident step you take thereafter. That, in essence, is your body magnificently answering the call to remain strong, resilient, and utterly vital. Matcha, the elixir of cellular energy. If there is a single pivotal organelle that holds sway over the pace at which we age and the enduring strength we retain as the years gracefully unfold, it is unequivocally the mitochondrion. These microscopic powerhouses, nestled within the very heart of our cells, bear the monumental responsibility of generating the vast energy currency we require to move, to think, to meticulously repair, and to continually regenerate. The more efficient, robust, and abundant your mitochondria are, the more profoundly resilient your muscles will become, particularly those mighty muscles residing in your legs. It is precisely at this juncture that matcha green tea steps onto the stage, presenting itself as an exceptionally intriguing and powerful ally. Matcha, it must be understood, transcends the definition of ordinary tea. Unlike its steeped counterparts, where the beneficial leaves are regrettably discarded after brewing, matcha involves the ceremonial consumption of the entire tea leaf, meticulously ground into a vibrant emerald green powder. This unique preparation method renders matcha exponentially richer in a concentrated symphony of antioxidants, most notably EGCG, or epigallocatechin gallate. EGCG is a remarkable polyphenol that extends far beyond merely combating free radicals. It engages in a direct, intricate dance with gene regulators that orchestrate our energy metabolism and cellular stress response. One of the most exhilarating effects attributed to EGCG is its profound capacity to activate a pivotal cellular energy sensor known as AMPK, short for AMP-activated protein kinase. Envision AMPK as a sophisticated molecular thermostat within your cells, meticulously instructing them to utilize energy with greater efficiency, to ignite fat-burning processes, and to diligently recycle damaged cellular components. This is the very same ancient pathway that is powerfully triggered by proven longevity strategies such as intermittent fasting, exposure to cold, and vigorous exercise, all well-established methodologies for extending a healthy lifespan. When AMPK is roused into action, your mitochondria are compelled to ramp up their production of ATP, the universal currency of cellular energy, while simultaneously undertaking a meticulous spring-cleaning operation through a process called mitophagy, which efficiently recycles old, or dysfunctional mitochondria. Matcha thus plays a crucial role in gracefully slowing this natural decline. In compelling preclinical models, EGCG has been definitively shown to enhance mitochondrial biogenesis, the vital creation of new mitochondria, by activating PGC1-alpha, a master regulator governing energy metabolism. And in broader human observational studies, individuals who habitually consume green tea often exhibit superior physical function, higher daily activity levels, and a significantly reduced risk of age-related diseases, including cardiovascular conditions, that can indirectly compromise muscle health by impairing circulation. But the story of matcha's potency continues. EGCG is also a recognized sirtuin activator. Sirtuins represent a fascinating family of longevity-associated genes that have captivated the scientific community and have been the focus of extensive research. These extraordinary proteins meticulously regulate DNA repair mechanisms, optimize mitochondrial function, modulate inflammatory responses, and maintain overall cellular homeostasis. By supporting sirtuin activity, particularly sirtuin-1, EGCG acts as a kind of nutritional mimic of caloric restriction, eliciting many of the same profound beneficial responses without demanding drastic dietary modifications. This translates directly into more sustained energy, significantly less inflammation, and inherently stronger muscles, all emanating from the simple, daily ritual of a cup of matcha. Let's zero in on the pervasive issue of energy. Fatigue stands as one of the most prevalent and debilitating complaints among older adults, and it's far from merely a lifestyle inconvenience. Its roots are profoundly biological. When mitochondria falter and lose their efficiency, muscles are deprived of the vital fuel they require, leading to a dramatic depletion of energy reserves. This makes seemingly routine tasks like climbing stairs or embarking on longer walks feel disproportionately arduous, in turn discouraging movement, which further accelerates the downward spiral of decline. This negative feedback loop, less energy begetting less activity, ultimately leading to greater muscle loss, is a vicious cycle that matcha, by enhancing mitochondrial output, may effectively interrupt. Matcha essentially coaches your muscle cells to operate cleaner, leaner, and for extended durations. There is also compelling evidence that matcha actively supports vascular health, a component absolutely critical for the vitality of aging legs. The catechins inherent in green tea have been shown to significantly improve endothelial function, the remarkable ability of blood vessels to efficiently dilate and contract. Superior blood flow directly translates to a more generous supply of oxygen and essential nutrients being delivered to your leg muscles precisely when they are most active. It also ensures the swifter removal of metabolic waste products, such as lactic acid, thereby dramatically reducing post-activity soreness and significantly accelerating recovery. For seniors committed to preserving their mobility and active lifestyles, this circulatory enhancement holds far greater importance than most people realize. Without adequate blood flow, the very delivery system of regeneration is compromised, and true healing cannot occur. Now, a natural question might arise. Can a simple tea genuinely accomplish all this? It's crucial to understand that matcha is not a standalone miracle cure. It doesn't negate the fundamental importance of consistent exercise, adequate protein intake, or restorative sleep. What it does, with scientific precision, is bolster the foundational biological infrastructure that allows all these other vital components to function at their absolute peak. It amplifies the muscle-building signals triggered by resistance training, making your efforts more fruitful. It aids your body in metabolizing protein with greater efficiency. It promotes healthy mitochondrial turnover during periods of rest, ensuring your cellular power plants remain fresh and effective. In essence, it helps your body respond and regenerate as a younger version of itself. This, ultimately, encapsulates the profound essence of longevity science. Our ambition is not to merely extend life indefinitely, but rather to significantly prolong that vibrant period of life during which we remain strong, exceptionally capable, and profoundly autonomous. This means the freedom to walk without pain, to climb stairs without a moment of hesitation, to bend down effortlessly to embrace a grandchild without the lingering fear of a debilitating fall. These are not minor achievements, they are the quintessential hallmarks of successful and dignified aging. Thoughtfully incorporating matcha into your daily routine represents one of the simplest yet most evidence-based strategies to vigorously support these deeply personal goals. A small cup brimming with mitochondrial nourishing compounds consumed consistently over time evolves from a mere beverage into a potent tool of transformation. It isn't about chasing an elusive youth, but rather about fiercely safeguarding function, because at the close of each day, the fundamental ability to stand, walk, and move with unhindered freedom is one of the most defining determinants of how we profoundly experience our later years. So yes, matcha undeniably boosts mitochondrial function, but more profoundly, it helps preserve the very essence of what we often take for granted, the enduring strength and confidence to navigate the intricate journey of life. And in my considered view, that stands as one of the most powerful longevity interventions available. Dasu Karnkaus, ginger and turmeric, the silent guardians against inflammation. Within the complex tapestry of longevity science, one of the most pervasive yet tragically silent accelerators of the aging process is chronic inflammation. This is not the acute, short-term inflammation your body intelligently deploys in response to an injury or infection, a swift, necessary immune response. Rather, chronic inflammation is a slow-burning, insidious, and often imperceptible state that relentlessly builds with age, frequently going unnoticed until its detrimental weakens the legs from the inside out. When ginger and turmeric are consumed together, they forge a powerful synergy that enhances the bioavailability of their active compounds and magnificently amplifies their protective effects. Indeed, piperine, the active compound found in black pepper and frequently combined with turmeric in classic golden tea recipes, can boost curcumin absorption by an astonishing 2000%, further elevating its therapeutic potential. This potent combination not only effectively cools the fires of inflammation, but also notably enhances mitochondrial activity, fortifies antioxidant defenses, and robustly supports endothelial function, all indispensable processes for optimal muscle preservation and sustained energy in aging legs. Beyond these intricate molecular details, there lies a profound physiological truth we must acknowledge. Aging muscles inherently heal at a slower pace. The recovery from a simple walk or a brief climb up a short flight of stairs, tasks that would have been utterly effortless in your 30s, can now stretch into hours or even days. The microscopic tears that naturally occur during movement, which are essential precursors for muscle growth and adaptation, tend to linger far longer in an inflamed system. Instead of rebuilding stronger, the muscle can become stiff, persistently weak, or more distressingly, increasingly prone to injury. Ginger turmeric tea acts as an indispensable supportive ally in this scenario, powerfully accelerating the resolution of inflammation, thereby enabling your body to swiftly shift into a more efficient repair mode. And there's yet another crucial layer to this compelling story: comprehensive vascular support. Both turmeric and ginger possess impressive vasodilatory effects, meaning they help blood vessels relax and expand, which in turn dramatically improves circulation. This effect, while seemingly subtle, carries immense implications for aging legs, because blood flow is the unequivocal delivery mechanism for every regenerative input: oxygen, vital nutrients, reparative stem cells, and crucial hormones. If your blood vessels are stiff, narrowed, or chronically inflamed, your muscles effectively become starved of these essential resources. They simply cannot repair themselves or function at their optimal capacity. By diligently supporting endothelial health, ginger turmeric tea ensures that your leg muscles are consistently provided with the abundant resources they desperately need to remain strong, resilient, and to recover with remarkable speed. The practical, life-altering impact of all this cannot be overstated. Numerous studies have vividly demonstrated that older adults who regularly consume turmeric or ginger experience tangible improvements in their walking speed, a significant reduction in muscle soreness, and a noticeable alleviation of joint pain. In one particularly enlightening trial, elderly women who consistently took curcumin supplements reported significantly superior muscle strength and exhibited lower markers of inflammation compared to their counterparts who did not. And while a tea may naturally deliver a somewhat lower dose of these compounds than concentrated supplements, it also bestows the invaluable gift of a daily ritual, something inherently easy to adopt, profoundly soothing to the senses, and eminently sustainable over the long arc of time. Because let us be clear, sustainability is the absolute key to successful aging. Aging gracefully is not about pursuing extreme fleeting measures, but rather about making a series of small, consistent, intentional choices that subtly yet profoundly shift your biology day by day. A warm, comforting cup of ginger turmeric tea, whether in the quiet of the morning or the calm of the evening, can gradually recalibrate your inflammatory balance, vigorously support your mitochondrial health, and meticulously create the optimal internal conditions your muscles require to truly flourish. Now, imagine pairing this simple yet powerful ritual with moderate, leg-focused movements. Perhaps something as accessible as standing from a chair without using your hands, performing gentle heel raises while brushing your teeth, or taking a leisurely walk after meals. You are not merely maintaining muscle, you are actively forging resilience at the cellular level, pushing back against the relentless entropy of aging with every single sip and every deliberate step. So, while it may appear to be a humble beverage, ginger turmeric tea embodies something profoundly powerful, a daily, evidence-informed decision to actively reduce inflammation, vigorously support muscle recovery, and meticulously protect the very biological systems that keep us upright, mobile, and engaged. And for those who seek not just to extend their lives, but to dramatically enhance the vibrant quality of every year lived, this truly is where you begin. Rooibos, the calming adaptogen for hormonal harmony. In the captivating landscape of longevity science, our attention frequently fixates on high-impact compounds that dramatically stimulate energy metabolism, activate vital sirtuins, and aggressively reduce oxidative stress. These are the powerful biological interventions designed to enhance our aging process at the cellular level. However, when confronted with the practical, lived realities of aging, especially for seniors grappling with persistent muscle loss, pervasive fatigue, and disruptive sleep patterns, there emerges a quiet, unsung hero that rarely garners the profound attention it so richly deserves: Rooibos tea. Rooibos, pronounced Rooibos, is an elegantly caffeine-free herbal infusion, meticulously crafted from the leaves of the Aspalathus linearis plant, which is exclusively native to the sun-drenched landscapes of South Africa. At first glance, its demeanor seems gentle, even unassuming. Yet, beneath its distinctive deep red hue lies a sophisticated pharmacological profile that speaks directly to some of the most pressing challenges associated with aging. It offers particular, unparalleled support for the preservation of crucial muscle strength, the restoration of delicate hormonal balance, and the enhancement of metabolic efficiency, all achieved without the stimulating effects typically associated with caffeine. For older adults who possess a sensitivity to caffeine, a demographic that is surprisingly large, Rooibos presents itself as an extraordinarily compelling and beneficial alternative. Unlike green tea or coffee, which can inadvertently elevate cortisol levels and disrupt the delicate architecture of sleep cycles, Rooibos graciously allows the body to experience profound restorative benefits without any undesirable overstimulation. Moreover, its unique active compound, aspalathin, has demonstrated a remarkable ability to finely regulate glucose metabolism in preclinical animal studies. It significantly improves insulin sensitivity and enhances the critical uptake of glucose into skeletal muscle cells. This attribute is immensely important because muscle is an inherently glucose-hungry tissue. It demands a constant, unwavering supply of energy to maintain its tone, effectively support movement, and diligently fuel recovery. Yet, for many older adults, insulin resistance becomes a formidable barrier. The muscle, no longer responding optimally to insulin's vital call, instead of efficiently utilizing glucose, begins to store fat and becomes progressively sluggish. Rooibos deftly helps to interrupt this detrimental cycle, quietly without the jitters of caffeine and entirely without the risk of overstimulation. There's another less commonly discussed, yet profoundly impactful benefit that makes rooibos uniquely suited for aging populations: its extraordinary impact on adrenal health and overall hormonal balance. Unlike caffeine, which vigorously stimulates the adrenal glands and elevates cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, rooibos exhibits an adaptogenic effect. It gently calms the nervous system and steadfastly supports the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis, a complex network critical for maintaining hormonal resilience. For seniors, particularly those contending with chronic stress, disrupted sleep, or inflammation-induced hormonal decline, this calming, balancing effect can be profoundly restorative and revitalizing. Why is this critical for muscle health? Because essential hormones such as testosterone, DHEA, and growth hormone all play an indispensable role in maintaining lean muscle mass. And these delicate hormones are exquisitely sensitive to both stress and the quality of sleep. Elevated cortisol levels, for instance, actively break down muscle tissue, increase stubborn abdominal fat, and accelerate the insidious loss of anabolic drive within the body. By helping to regulate the stress response, rooibos indirectly, yet powerfully, supports the intricate endocrine environment that is conducive to both building and meticulously preserving muscle, especially in the legs where age-related muscle wasting tends to strike with the greatest severity. Let's now turn our attention to the vital aspect of blood flow. Rooibos has also convincingly demonstrated vasodilatory properties, meaning it aids in the relaxation of blood vessels, which in turn remarkably improves circulation. This effect, while subtle in its direct impact, holds profound implications for aging legs. Enhanced circulation directly translates to more oxygen and crucial nutrients reaching muscle tissues, particularly during and after physical activity. It also significantly facilitates the swifter removal of metabolic waste products, such as lactic acid, thereby reducing soreness and dramatically improving recovery times. This is especially vital for older adults whose vascular function may already be compromised due to age-related arterial stiffness or endothelial dysfunction. You might find it surprising to learn that rooibos has also exhibited promising neuroprotective properties. In several preclinical studies, rooibos extract was associated with improved mitochondrial activity within the brain, a significant reduction in neuroinflammation, and robust protection against oxidative damage to neurons. This is profoundly important in the context of leg strength because the neuromuscular junction, the critical interface where nerve meets muscle, begins to degrade with age. As this intricate communication pathway breaks down, muscle fibers increasingly lose their vital signal to contract, ultimately leading to weakness and instability. A tea that supports both muscle and neural health thus offers a powerful dual advantage, enhancing not only physical strength but also refining coordination and balance. In animal models of aging, rodents administered rooibos extract maintained higher levels of endurance and demonstrated superior coordination during treadmill testing compared to control groups. While human studies are still emerging, the biological plausibility of these findings is compelling. And perhaps most importantly, rooibos is remarkably gentle, making it an ideal candidate to become a cherished daily habit, a habit that truly matters. Because when we speak of health span, the vibrant period of life lived in robust health, it's rarely the singular heroic intervention that makes the ultimate difference. Instead, it is the accumulation of consistent daily habits that gradually and gracefully bend your biology towards greater resilience. A nightly cup of rooibos can serve as both a soothing ritual and a potent remedy. It meticulously prepares the body for deep restorative sleep, significantly lowers the biochemical stress load, and profoundly nourishes the very systems that tirelessly work to maintain strong, functional legs. This becomes exceptionally significant when we contemplate the real-world experience of aging. Maintaining leg strength isn't merely a fitness objective, it's the fundamental difference between rising from a chair independently, walking confidently without a cane, or tragically avoiding a devastating fall. It embodies freedom, independence, and the profound dignity that comes with self-reliance. Rooibos, while not replacing strength training or nutrient-dense meals, can powerfully enhance your body's internal readiness to build and sustain muscle. It diligently supports the quiet background processes, the intricate hormonal signaling, the vigilant control of inflammation, and the meticulous efficiency of your mitochondria, all of which ultimately determine whether your legs grow stronger or succumb to weakness over time. So if you are over 60, perhaps struggling with fatigue, sensitive to caffeine, or simply seeking a sustainable and deeply effective way to support your leg strength and overall energy, Rooibos tea unquestionably deserves your thoughtful attention. Not because it is trendy, but because it aligns flawlessly with the foundational principles of aging well: low inflammation, steady energy, hormonal balance, and profound cellular resilience. It is a deceptively simple intervention, yet one with a profoundly wide and positive ripple effect, and in the nuanced science of longevity, those are often the very best kind. Your daily ritual, a pledge to longevity. In the expansive and ever-evolving field of longevity science, we frequently find ourselves captivated by the grand levers, the promise of genetic reprogramming, the intricacies of metabolic interventions, or the breathtaking advances in pharmaceutical innovation. Yet, what often eludes our immediate grasp, often overlooked in its quiet efficacy, are the small, seemingly insignificant daily habits that, over time, subtly but powerfully bend the very trajectory of aging. In the profound reality of human biology, it is precisely these micro-decisions, steadfastly repeated with unwavering consistency over the years, that profoundly sculpt our biological destiny. One such habit, as elegantly simple as it is remarkably powerful, is the daily ritual of drinking tea. Let's be clear, tea is not a magic bullet. It possesses no mystical power to instantly undo decades of suboptimal lifestyle choices, nor can it serve as a replacement for dedicated resistance training or a diet rich in essential nutrients. However, when strategically chosen and thoughtfully integrated into a long-term lifestyle, certain teas can provide unparalleled support for the foundational systems that intrinsically govern the aging process. The health of our mitochondria, the modulation of inflammation, the balance of hormonal signaling, and the overall robustness of our metabolic resilience. In this quiet yet profound way, a humble daily habit like tea drinking transforms into a consistent nudge, steering your biology towards improved leg strength, higher, more sustained energy levels, and a significantly longer, more vibrant health span. Our legs, more than mere instruments of locomotion, are veritable reservoirs of metabolic activity and intricate endocrine signaling. Tragically, they are also among the first systems to experience a noticeable decline with age as sarcopenia begins its insidious work, circulation diminishes, and mitochondrial output wanes. But the loss of precious muscle doesn't manifest abruptly. It is a gradual, almost imperceptible erosion at first, a silent thief that accelerates with sedentary behavior and inadequate recovery. And because this decline occurs so slowly, it often escapes our conscious attention until one day the familiar stairs feel unexpectedly harder to climb, or a customary walk becomes noticeably more tiring than it used to be. This, precisely, is where the power of daily habits shines. A small intentional change, faithfully repeated, possesses the remarkable capacity to slow or even partially reverse this downward trajectory. The teas we have meticulously explored, matcha, ginger, turmeric, and rooibos, do not directly rebuild muscle tissue. Instead, their magic lies in their profound influence on the internal biological environment in which muscle truly thrives. They diligently reduce the chronic inflammation that would otherwise steadily degrade tissue. They powerfully enhance mitochondrial function to produce more vital ATP for movement. They profoundly improve blood flow, regulate glucose with greater precision, and harmonize hormonal balance, all indispensable systems for meticulously preserving leg strength and ensuring unwavering vitality. When you consciously adopt the ritual of drinking tea, particularly functional teas backed by robust scientific evidence, you are sending a potent message to your very cells. You are signaling that recovery matters, that profound nourishment matters, and that you are deeply committed to cultivating the optimal internal conditions for long-term health. But this powerful effect isn't solely attributable to the beneficial compounds within the tea itself. The ritual, in its essence, plays a vital role in fostering longevity. In the realm of neuroscience, we understand that established routines and structured behaviors create beneficial neural patterns that dramatically reduce stress and significantly enhance consistency. And when a health-promoting activity becomes an automatic, ingrained part of your day, like the simple act of boiling water and steeping your chosen tea at the same time each day, you are far more likely to adhere to it over the long haul. That unwavering consistency is precisely where the true, enduring power resides. Consider this crucial point. The bioactive compounds within green tea, EGCG, turmeric, curcumin, ginger, gingerol, and rooibos, aspalathin, do not operate in isolated silos. Their beneficial effects accumulate synergistically over time. EGCG, for instance, stimulates AMPK and enhances mitochondrial function, but its full transformative benefits truly manifest when consumed consistently, not sporadically. Curcumin's profound anti-inflammatory effects build steadily with regular intake. Rooibos doesn't conjure hormonal stability overnight, but it diligently supports adrenal health gradually through a sustained reduction in cortisol exposure. In essence, these are compounding molecules, much like compound interest in finance. Their individual, day-to-day benefits might seem modest, but their cumulative impact over years is absolutely significant. Your body gracefully adapts to their sustained presence, seamlessly integrating them into intricate cellular pathways and gradually shifting towards greater efficiency and profound resilience. That precisely is how small, consistent daily habits like tea drinking subtly, yet powerfully, influence your longevity. Another critically important consideration is that these teas offer a uniquely non-invasive, low-risk intervention. Many pharmaceutical strategies for combating muscle loss or boosting energy often come burdened with a spectrum of potential side effects, some mild, others alarmingly serious. But a tea, it is gentle, universally accessible, and infinitely scalable. The additional beauty of a tea ritual lies in its profound psychological and behavioral anchoring. In the field of behavioral science, we often discuss habit stacking, the ingenious strategy of attaching a new desired behavior to an existing established habit to dramatically increase its adoption and adherence. Tea can serve as that perfect, unwavering anchor. So, while it might sound overly simplistic or even trivial to suggest that tea can profoundly improve your health, the undeniable science vehemently argues otherwise. When you make the conscious choice to select the right teas, those rich in polyphenols, potent antioxidants, and powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, you are quite literally feeding your cells vital information. You are meticulously directing gene expression. You are delicately stabilizing hormones. You are actively creating the internal conditions where your precious muscle tissue can remain vibrant, active, and where your energy can be sustained with unwavering vigor. Over my years in this field, I have witnessed countless examples of patients and individuals who profoundly underestimated the sheer power of these seemingly minor micro-interventions. They often think exclusively in terms of grand, dramatic wins, a groundbreaking new medication, a revolutionary surgery, or a sweeping, dramatic lifestyle overhaul. But true, sustainable longevity is not built on dramatic, episodic swings. It is meticulously constructed on a foundation of daily disciplines, on quiet, consistent decisions, on cherished rituals that harmonize beautifully with your biology and faithfully serve you every single day, even when no one else is watching. So, the next time you prepare a warm, comforting cup of tea, transcend the mundane thought of it merely being a beverage. Instead, embrace it as a powerful message you are sending directly to your cells. A clear, resolute signal that you are prioritizing healing, that you are championing strength, and that you are safeguarding function. It is a powerful declaration that you are utterly unwilling to allow the relentless march of time to dictate your decline, that you are actively building a resilient foundation, one mindful cup, one intentional day, one conscious choice at a time, for a body and mind that will continue to serve you magnificently well into the decades that lie ahead. Because the profound truth is, aging doesn't truly begin at 60 or 70 or 80. It begins every single day you decide to cease investing in your future self. And it is powerfully reversed every single day you choose to begin again, with something as elegantly simple and profoundly impactful as tea.